All right, well, there was reason for the Bianconeri to celebrate on Wednesday, but it was a much more somber tone at Juventus and for Italian football on Friday with the passing of Gianluca Vialli, who died at the age of 58 after a long battle with cancer. Tributes today pouring in around the Allianz Stadium. True captain, as this one says, Vialli was part of Juve's last Champions League winning side in 1996, and most recently he was part of the staff that helped the Italian national team during their run to winning the Euros. I mean, there was just so much to love about him, wasn't there, Marco?
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing is the messages that you're getting from the people that were closest to him.
Yeah.
No one's talking about the player. They talk about the person and the kind soul that he was. And what he did in the Euros as a team manager of that team and the speech that he gave before the final, I mean, it gives you goosebumps. The courage that he expressed to that entire squad and to see how they've reacted to this. He was, again, another warrior, another fighter. He fought until his last moments, and we were lucky to have him in this world, not even just in Calcio.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Marco, is that forget the player, the goals, that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. What does matter is every single player, friend, journalist that got close to Vialli and really formed a relationship with him, they all said the exact same thing. This is someone who had an incredible zest for life, that was positive, that was someone that would pick you up, that would make you feel better about yourself when you were in his company, because he was just such a radiant guy. And that's the thing that really stuck with me, is just what a brilliant person he was on a human level. Forget all the football stuff. We know he was a good football player and he scored goals, but it's the person that he was, which has really had this unanimous response to just how amazing he was, just a brilliant guy.
Yeah, for me, as a father of three, you're trying to teach your kids how to be good athletes and be good people, more importantly, off respect, manners, and do the right thing on a daily basis. If there's one example of someone I'd say to my own kids, be like that guy. Be as good as he was, as ferocious as he was on the field, and then be the manner, respectful, loving. Everyone wanted to be around him. Be that guy. He is an example for so many.
It's touching, isn't it, to see the tributes? Very well said, that Grella. Vialli helped lead the Bianconeri to a long list of trophies, including the 1996 Champions League title. He went on to enjoy a successful career in England, but it will be his triumphs in Italy that will be remembered most fondly.